I need to get a Shang-Chi. I need to get a Shang-Chi.
Once I get the ping on Discord for the alert, I'll give the intro. So I guess now's the time we can talk about our weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys go
You-
ahead. Mine's not magic related until it
You're the,
is.
you were the one out of town, exactly. You always have your business cards. You come back with the stories to tell it. I've been anticipating it.
Yeah, so we literally an hour ago got back from Santa Cruz, spending time with Sarita's family, like her whole family. There was 24 of us, give or take, but ranging from like toddler, infant, all the way up to obviously her parents. But
See, Cam, I told you it wasn't a swingers trip.
You're right. You got me. You got me. This is a really big one. Really, really big one.
But yeah, so we went to the boardwalk, which I haven't been to the boardwalk in years. I don't know when the last time you guys were there, but
Last summer.
Been a few years at least.
But before
last
that,
summer.
it was before that we hadn't gone in ever.
Okay, yeah, this was my first time since being like a kid, so it was super packed. But there was some cool stuff. I got to go on one of the rides. I like talked my niece into going on one of the rides with me. And then one of my nephews ended up joining up with us in the middle of the line, and so the three of us did the ride together, which was really cool. Um, and then I handed out three tokens to people
I just
because
picture
I
you
was
going down the roller coaster, just like just bathing the boardwalk in tokens.
I had my I wore my Dungeon Ruins long sleeve, the Dark Ritual long sleeve,
So it's a
and
good way to grab attention. Yeah.
I just got compliments on the shirt, and so as soon as I heard someone like, "Oh, that's a sweet shirt," I turn around and I'm like, "Do you play? Do you play Commander? Do you consume content? Did you answer yes to any of these
Yeah, there's
questions?"
exactly. There's like a checklist of questions. Yes, no
Yeah,
questions.
if you answered all these questions with yes, here's my business card. So yeah, I handed out like three of them, and then today after we did our family photos, Sarita and I went into the downtown area to get like coffee and stuff. And once she got done with all of her shopping, which we went into a big, cool library in the downtown Santa Cruz area. I asked one of the locals, I was like, hey, is there a place for like trading cards? Is there like a magic shop nearby? And the employee was like, oh, yeah, like just come out the door, hang a right, and it's like 3 minutes that way. And I'm like, all right, cool. And so I asked Rita, and she was like, yeah, we can go. Let's go check that place out. So we did, and it was okay. The now I can't remember the name of the shop, but super small shop. He had some cool stuff in the showcase. Nothing I needed at the time. I was looking for my foil snapback, but I got a cool Voja token that I don't own. So
Nice.
and dropped off a business card.
I feel like
So
finding a token that it's like hard to find one. Especially if you find the foil one. That's always a good thing. It's always fun. Not that it's a hard hunt or anything, but
just kind of stumbled upon it.
yeah.
Nice.
So but yeah, I'm pretty tired. I'm Serena and I were thinking about calling out tomorrow just to have a day of rest. But yeah, it was a great weekend. Got to talk Magic to a few people. Got to use my German, which is pretty cool because we went to Capitola first thing yesterday when we got into, on that side of the state. Um, but yeah, talked to some guy in German, which was pretty cool. One of my sister-in-laws has never heard me speak German, and it just kind of came out naturally in that conversation. So
Nice.
yeah. What
Nice.
about you guys? How was your weekend?
Yeah, Gerline doesn't let me wear magic stuff outside, like in the
I
public.
was wondering. Yeah, Julian, do you wear like are there days where you don't wear magic stuff? I always like pick and choose the days for sure, depending on what we're doing.
Yeah, if we're like going out like to like run an errand or something, like I'll put my hat on. Like I have the pride hat that has the planeswalker symbol
Mhm.
on it. I'm usually not wearing a shirt or anything like that. It's just mostly my hats.
Whoa.
Dude, you need to wear a shirt
That's
out in public,
crazy.
man.
He's just out here running errands shirtless.
Bold.
Wild.
Yep. Yep. I'm not gonna deny it, but
Yeah,
He's all
Cam,
it's
I'm not surprised
107 out here.
you don't get to wear any of your nerd shirts with Gerline around, huh?
She doesn't care if I wear like my Spider-Man and X-Men shirt. She just doesn't want me wearing magic shit.
interesting.
She's like, you get enough magic. You don't need to nerd out when we're running around, running errands and shit. She actually is the one who bought me my X-Men, Spider-Man, and Godzilla shirts, which are like probably the nerdiest shirts I wear around her.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I use it just as like a billboard of advertising when I do wear stuff like this, like
Yeah.
because people are just like, "Oh, is that magic? Oh, is that magic?"
I'll wear like
Yes, it is.
the In Response or like the Cosmic Crown shirts. Like I'll wear those ones around and stuff, but just not the ones that are like magic.
No.
What about you,
Well,
Nico?
my weekend wasn't really magic oriented at all. It was a rare Friday that Jenna didn't work, so I stayed home instead of going to F&M. And then Saturday just kind of flew by. Did some stuff around the house and gamed. And then Sunday, yeah, errands. We did pop into the Sierra Vista Mall here in Clovis, so first time in that mall. And there's like, of course, one of the big collector stores. This one has all kinds of figurines, like action figures and stuff like
Mm.
that.
Mm-hmm.
And they, of course, they had some TCG things in there, some big starter Magic stuff. And so the two guys working, asked me. They were older, and so we started briefly talking about Magic, and I was like, "Yeah, you got any old school stuff?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, we've got a sealed starter fourth edition box." And
Oh,
I was like, "That's actually pretty cool." And they're like, "You interested?" And I said, "Only to oogle, not to buy." And they were like, "If you, would you open it?" And I was like, "Nah, I wouldn't even open that. That's not actually worth opening a fourth
yeah.
edition thing." Um, but still cool old stuff, and yeah, just chatted for a couple minutes, and then was on the way. So.
Yeah, they host
Yeah.
CDH there on Wednesdays.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a
Okay.
few
Yeah.
Visalia guys that play there, or
Nice.
Hanford Visalia guys.
Yeah, I'm like learning Clovis, left and right now because I never really came to Clovis except for Triple C before.
One of the shops had a revised volcanic island and a Urza's legacy is the hammer
Yeah.
Yeah,
foil goblin welder.
Ooh,
that's
that'd be
nice.
nice to pick up. How much was that? A couple hundred?
One one 160,
Yeah.
something like that.
Not surprised. That'd be a really fun old school foil to have.
Yeah. So what's on the agenda?
Yeah.
Well, I figured we'd talk about. Well, I know Nico's talking about brewing a new deck, so that's got me
Mhm.
intrigued here. So next to Delight, what do you got in store for? Well, actually, before you do that, what is up, everybody, and welcome to the Upkeep, where every week we catch up on the events and news going on in the world of CEDH. I'm one of your hosts, Camtastic, and joining us as always is one of our other hosts, Nico, aka Mexa Delight. How's it going, Nico?
It's going well. You'll see behind me, I recently opened one of these Marvel gift bundles. I missed a normal bundle. I gifted the gift one to myself, and I got a double check, but I'm pretty sure the most valuable thing I got was a foil void token.
Was the
Wow.
box that they all came in?
Yeah. Um, Yeah, it was pretty dud of a box. There were a couple things, but yeah, like in terms of, shinies or anything like that, it was definitely the void token.
A crystal, a full art non-foil crystal.
No, no, no,
Yeah, those are
no.
only in
I'm doing all right.
collectors. Good, glad to hear
Flame War.
it.
Ed's trying to get me to play Flame War. We'll get more
Right.
into that in a minute.
Oh, you mean twin shot?
Twin
Whatever the
shot
heck
or
that.
whatever his name is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vroom vroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that brings me to also joining us this week is our third host, Julian, the Magician MTG. How's it going, Julian?
Good. A little tired from the long weekend, but it was successful magic wise, podcast advertising wise. So, and it was a good time with family because, like I said, it's rare that we get the whole crew. So that was
Cool.
cool. That was awesome.
Nice. Sounds like it
Thomas
was worth the
says
exhaustion.
Thomas says, "Oh, this is named the Upkeep. What if he casts a silence during the Upkeep? Then we'd just be sitting here really awkwardly on live
Yeah,
stream. You guys,
I'd be forced to mute the stream and we would just be sitting here talking about nothing.
Well, actually, Thomas, we would wait until the end step, go to cleanup, discard our commander from our hand, which would reset priority in the cleanup step, and then we'd continue talking.
Mhm.
It's exactly what we would do, Thomas. We learned that from a friend of ours. But also
Oh, I
remember, you
love
guys can
Thomas.
catch us on you guys can catch us here on YouTube every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time for the live show. But if you happen to miss out, you can catch the VOD on YouTube or the audio episodes on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Now, with all that out of the way, it's time for the show.
I will say, I did get Sarita to help me with the last like 30 minutes of the drive home. We were practicing layers. My being able to memorize the layers in order. That was for my test coming up.
Oh, okay.
I
So
see.
Like an
Like,
onion.
I have committed them to memory, and they are exactly like an onion. Yes.
well, tell us now.
Yeah, what are your layers?
All right. So you have copy.
Well, first explain what you're talking about. I don't know if everybody
So
knows.
so in Magic, past the basically can I do this or why can't I do that? The game delves deeper into the why can't I do this or why does this happen? And all of that deals with the layers. There are 7 layers with one of them having 5 subsections. So they are layer 1 is copy, layer 2 is control, layer 3 is text, and that's sorry, these are only in my terms, but copyable effects, control changing effects, text changing effects, type changing effects, um, ability changing effects. Wait, oh shit, wait. CCTT CAP. Copy, control, text, type, color, ability, and then power toughness is the 7th layer. Inside the 7th layer is subsection A, B, C, D, and E. And now you guys have me on the spot. But
You have yourself on
A,
the spot. You brought it up.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't get told to explain it. I just said I was practicing it.
Judge.
7A is character defining power toughness. B is um def- character defining, and then
You can mulligan if you want to.
Yeah, did you
setting
phone a
power
friend?
toughness. Setting power toughness. C is modifying it with a non-specific set amount. D is E is switching, and D is the one that was the hardest to remember. Um, D is counters. Counters modifying power toughness. There we go.
This is all for your test that you have to take, right?
Yes, this is stuff I need to know and stuff that I will be more than likely tested on.
For your yellow belt,
Nice.
correct?
For my yellow belt. Yeah. Yep.
When you pass
When
that
is your
test, I'm going to
test?
buy you a yellow belt and present it to you, and you have to wear it when you're
Nice.
judging.
You know he will. If you do it, he will.
Yeah, if it through a belt loop.
Be careful what you ask for, man.
Nice.
So
All right. So Cam, you asked me a question about what I'm brewing and chatting with a couple people about this, but I have no idea yet is the quick answer. But it's time that I pivot from Tim to Dargo for a while after the All Valley 2 um, didn't do too well. Turbo is just getting harder and harder, and I'm just kind of tired of not having blue and not having interaction. Like I'm just
that's what I was gonna
pushing
say.
and getting jammed all the time. It's nice that I'm still consistently putting win attempts on the stack, but quite honestly, if I don't already have a voice or a grand abolisher or a proactive silence effect or something, then I pretty much know I'm not gonna win unless I just have like the perfect opening of a turn two or turn three, everybody's tapped out for value kind of thing.
Mhm.
So that's the quick and dirty of it. I'm definitely not going to take Tim and Dargo apart. I'll still have that assembled. It's a great deck. I don't think it's going anywhere anytime soon, but I want something that can play into the mid and late game more. Um, Even though I hate to build a deck that's going to be focused on like getting a Rhystic study out because I think Rhystic just needs to get banned along with Bowmaster or one or the other. But yeah, that's likely what's going to happen. But I've had my eyes on a few things. I've always kept an eye on Sisse. There's just multiple versions of Sisse out there. I like that because you could theoretically change it up last minute on somebody. Like, they're okay, I'm a Sisse player, but which version of Sisse? Um, yeah.
Snake. I'm a
I've
sneaky
I
snake.
yeah. I like the Mikey and Leo TMNT 5 color with the 1/1 counter synergy, sloppiness as well. But Ed says I have to wear the mask. I don't know if I can get behind wearing the mask if I do that.
I love
Well,
that
you
deck.
can
I
do
think that
Nick
deck is
Fury.
sick.
It's fun. The couple times I played it, I had a lot of fun. Uh, so those are probably like the top two I'm looking at right now. There was something
Not
else, but I'm blanking right now.
not Nick Fury.
I don't know enough about Nick Fury yet. That people have mentioned it, but isn't that just like a neoform polymorph type of thing?
It's
Like
5 color
it's just
turbo.
Yeah,
okay.
and it just gives you a 1 mana commander that lets you have all 5 colors.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really want to go from one turbo to another type of turbo. If I'm gonna do turbo, I'm just gonna
Yeah, it makes sense. I guess you
keep
playing
doing what I'm
turtles.
doing.
I love turtles. I think the synergies between turtles is really cool. I think it's
Yeah,
cool to not have to play Ristic, but still get all these like braids is a cool card. When
Braids
Polywog's
is
pumped
tons of
up is
fun.
super cool.
Dude,
Like,
Wolf, Polywog, and Esper Sentinel. Like,
yeah,
give me
like
that all
Mhm.
day for sure.
yeah, it seems really fun.
You could do Scion. I know that Ed,
Uh,
Ed also is saying it too, but Scion of the Ur Dragon.
Yep,
Very
I
sloppy.
saw after seeing was it Rain playing that and somebody
Mhm.
else recently.
Yeah,
Definitely,
Wes has been playing it too.
yeah. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But you guys know me; it'll take me weeks before I actually like put that together. Because as much as our proxy buddy is good at it, I like to just put it together as real as possible and go through my
Same.
stuff. And so yeah, something will be out here probably within a few weeks.
Just build Crystal, and that way we have a team deck.
Team, yep,
You
triple
know,
crystal.
um,
Triple C.
I don't I did think about that as well, but Pops is saying Sisse come to the bright side. Just one activation, definitely. I'd get really good at convincing people. Just one activation. That's all I need. That's all I need. Just
Hmm.
one.
Right.
Yeah, I'll save the game. I'll save us.
Yeah. So that's kind of what's mulling around in my head right now.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty cool. I'm look forward to seeing whatever you bring out. Hopefully it'll last longer than Minstrel. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it, especially if it's a non-turbo list. We haven't seen a non-turbo side of Nico for a little while. We saw a little bit with the
Hmm.
Traxa, but I don't
Hmm.
know. That was a very one-trick pony kind of deck.
Exactly. Yep.
So,
Yep.
yeah, that's exciting. Well, Julian, how did your Friday night go?
Ooh, Friday night wasn't. I mean, I got held down by Bowmaster pretty much every round. Um,
That's rough.
but I came to a realization way too late. And by way too late, I mean I was literally lying in bed after I got home thinking about my games. And I was like, how the fuck do I beat Bowman? How the fuck do I beat Bowmaster? And then I thought about it, and you just don't draw. Like you like in the case, like there was a game on Friday where I was it was Ethan who had it out, and I had a curiosity effect on Crystal, and I had a uh gut shot. And all I needed to do
Not draw, not be
was
greedy.
not draw, was just cast it, let whatever triggers happen, but not from Crystal, and then she would have been fine. It would have a completely different game. So with that, I believe my record was like 0-2-1. I don't remember if I got a draw the last round. I
It
might be
says you
0-1
just
and 2.
Yeah.
it says you just draw on top of the triggers.
So I was gonna say there's two ways to beat the bowman. Obviously, you remove the bowman. That's number one. Which really,
Yeah.
we have a lot of ways to remove a bowman. There's a
Mhm.
lot of ways in the deck. And the second way is to pass turn and abuse active player, non-active player, and bury the draws or bury the bowman pings on the stack.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one difference between I think yours and mine versions is like I try to play on my turn only, so I lose
Mm,
out on that.
I get you.
But I might need to switch over to that because our I mean 3 out of 3 games a bowman in every pod that I saw, like it was there every game. I need to switch up strategies
Yeah,
a little bit.
Bowman is not a problem for us. I love seeing a Bowman because motherfuckers play Bowman and they think they got you. They think
Uh-huh.
they
Yeah.
got you, but they don't because I play Legolas quick reflexes and gut shot
Yep.
and pyrokinesis and every bounce spell under the sun and every counter spell under that. It's dude, I used to think too. I used to be terrified of Bowman, and then I played against it and I was like, oh,
Yeah. And
okay,
that's the thing. This was the first time I played against it.
oh,
Like
okay,
I've always known that it could be there, like it could be lurking in the shadows, but this was literally the first time I actually had Crystal with a curiosity effect and a Bowman in play.
okay. Well,
So
see,
I
and
got
you
the
learned,
live experience. Yeah,
yeah, and
I
you
learned.
learned. Yo, G Money, what's up?
Thanks for dropping by, G.
Yeah,
Ed says he went 0-3 on Friday, and now he's the number 4 Flame War player.
sick,
Great strategy.
right?
Play some shit no one's ever heard of. Do terribly. Make top of the ranks.
Yeah.
Like it.
Nice.
Speaking of, um, Sarita wants to have Keith, who made our hats, make a Mrs. Magician one for
Oh,
her.
that's cool. That
So I need
is
to get in touch
very
with
cool.
Keith.
Nice. So you guys are gonna stay on Crystal for a while?
I'm
I
still
will.
liking it a lot.
Yeah.
I will be.
Yeah.
It's been kicking ass for me, so I'm gonna keep doing it. I feel like I'm putting up a lot of wins, so I'm gonna stay on it. That's my plan.
How did it go
Uh,
getting deck lists submitted Friday?
So we
Question.
got a lot of deck lists submitted on Friday because we extended it 10 minutes. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to talk with Tanner, and since we started at 6:30, we'll make a deck list announcement at 6:20, and then we'll have deck lists open until 6:40, and we'll make another deck list announcement as everybody starts. Um, yeah, so that's kind of how we'll do that, and I think that should make it a lot better.
And
And
for those of you who are listening and watching, uh, Moxfield, make sure that it is on Moxfield, not Architect or anything like that, and that it is up to date. Once you've submitted and you're like, oh wait, there was a change I need to make, you need to resubmit it. It does not change it or does not update it live. Learned
and
that the hard
is it
way.
required, or what if people just simply don't have a deck list?
That's fine. We can show them because it's a great resource to have access to and be able to learn from. Organize your collections as well. So I'd love to be able to show people how Moxfield works and the benefits of it, but it at the moment is not required.
Yeah.
We are
Have
strongly encouraging.
this reminds me of a topic we've discussed recently, and I don't know if we ever got to a decision or anything locally or otherwise, but what about looking at your deck list during a round? Can you do that? That's not allowed at all. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah. I've heard some places allow it, but I'm with the consensus that it's not allowed. And this is going to sound like a dumb reason why, but the fact that when you put convoke in competitive mode and it doesn't let you look at your deck list leads me to believe that there is some like ruling or something there that you're
Outside
not
of
allowed
control.
to look at your deck list if you're playing competitively.
Yep. It is considered outside assistance, and you will be disqualified.
Interesting.
Like it is
Okay.
that serious of an offense. Like
But now,
Why though?
checking text messages too. Like you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to call a judge over.
now I do have a question. Are you allowed to look at a printed deck list? Because I know in 60 card 1v1, you're allowed to have paper with notes on it because people put sideboard notes for their matchups all the time on paper. So are you allowed to have a paper
I
printout of your deck list?
I believe so, but come next week, hopefully, or this Friday, I will have a better answer.
Okay.
I'm not 100% sure, but I believe you are allowed to have notes pre-printed.
Because if so, I'm probably going to start printing out a deck list and leaving it in my deck box beforehand, just in
There's
case.
like there's always a super minor thing that I always need to like check my list for, or like that one grindy game where 3/4 of my deck is in the graveyard or exiled, and I'm like, fuck, what's the last little piece of Dargo fodder in
Mhm.
here or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
The one that gets me the most, and I'm finally starting to remember it, is Bargain, Beseech the Mirror, what the bargain is, because the full art one doesn't have the
Mhm.
reminder text, and so I'm always like, fuck, what can I bargain? What can I bargain?
Well, okay. Oh, what is it? Since you
uh,
brought it up.
right. Enchantment, artifact, or token, right? Yeah. The enchantment part is what I'm always trying to remember. I'm like, I can sack my Necro to this, right? And
Yeah,
the
that's
answer
like the
is
best thing
yes.
to do.
Fuck yeah.
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 Yep.
Next to like a mana vault.
Yeah,
Right.
or even like a Esper Sentinel, like if you have to like mill yourself down all the way and they can't force you to draw.
Hadn't thought of that, but yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. So speaking of
Hold on. Roommate here in chat says 640 still gives Ed a chance to pick his deck after getting seat and pod info.
Nice. Yeah, we had 21, what was it, 21 people Friday, so that was a good count.
Mhm.
It's a good turnout.
Yeah, after we had the last two kind of come in late, and I think we hit over 20.
Yeah. So that was good.
Nice.
Bronze.
Yeah, consistently mid bronze too. Like we're
Yeah.
almost there.
We'll hit silver. We will hit silver sooner or later.
Yep.
The store have a hole in the wall yet?
Nope, no hole in the wall yet.
Okay. I was like, I thought they were doing some work yesterday.
Oh, maybe yesterday, but as far as Friday, like as of
Yeah,
No,
Friday,
yeah,
yeah.
Friday no.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, Friday was cool. Friday was a good night. I had some good games. It was fun. Crystal feels really solid.
So why am I not
Yeah.
seeing Crystal in any of these tournaments that you're talking about, Cam?
I guess
Hmm.
people just don't know how to pilot it yet. I mean, I won Friday night with it, so
And
Ooh.
Ian took fourth in like two back-to-back tournaments, right? Or
yeah,
fourth and fifth.
fourth and fifth, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
With Crystal?
I
Yep.
went 2-0 and
Okay.
1. I went undefeated Friday with Crystal, so and my final pod had Thomas and Esteban in it, so it was a doozy of a pod.
So you still haven't beaten Thomas though, huh?
I still haven't beat. No, I beat him in the final pod. I did. I
You
finally
said it
beat
was a
Thomas.
draw. You
No,
said
no,
it was a
no,
draw.
no, no, no. The final pod wasn't a draw.
Oh,
No, no, no.
okay.
Final pod. I
Wait,
took final pod.
you guys played it out?
No, no. Okay, well, so technically, final like fourth round was a draw, so we didn't play it out. But third
Okay.
round, Thomas needed. We pretty much all needed a win to jump to leapfrog Thomas. I was the only one with 6 points. Everybody else had 5. Thomas was at 10, so we needed a win to leapfrog Thomas or tie him and win in tiebreakers.
I see.
Do they end up capping event? Beastfair says, do they end up capping events Fridays at CCC? No, there is no cap. Now that we have next door open, there is
Not
no cap.
anymore.
Yeah,
Not
once
anymore.
next door is fully functional and available, yeah, we should. I mean, I guess we could say it's like 40 something is the cap,
Yeah, pretty
Right?
much
but
like 40 is the cap. Yeah, I would say like 40.
yeah.
10 pods seems reasonable. Rugged Dookie says he needs to start grinding Fridays more often, and he'd like to hear the entry costs versus pricing thoughts from the full crew. That's something that definitely needs to be brought up to the group. I won't be there Friday, so it might be up to you guys to bring that up. But we definitely want to hear from the community what they'd rather do. If they'd rather pay a little bit more and have pricing, or if we want to do like a simple $5 entry pack per win or something like that, and just get more people to play. Because I truly don't know like who pricing is the barrier to entry for right now. Like how many
Mhm.
people
Yeah.
is that really stopping from playing?
Yeah, because 15, like the jump from 10 to 15 for me was a little bit of a shock at the time that it happened. And for someone coming from 0 to 15, like playing free commander nights on Fridays to
Right.
paying $15 for something that they're still a little unsure about, that might be a little bit of
Yeah,
a
15 bucks
gatekeep.
is Subway. It's almost Tep and Bowl. It's a couple really good
Yeah.
cards for your deck. Like it's, you know,
Yeah.
2 beers
Yeah, I
next
was just gonna
door.
say that was the same thing with the tournament, the All Valley 2, right? That Friday night before, there was 3 or 4 people that were like, I could spend that $50 on more cards or,
Hmm.
whatever, when I know I'm not gonna do well. So
Yeah.
it's hard.
I'm totally open to doing like a $5 entry pack per win type deal if we get more players.
Yeah.
A lot of us are just after points. I don't think there's very many of us, honestly, that are there for prizing. I think most people are there for points and to practice and get better. So I think a lower
Definitely.
barrier to entry is good for that. So maybe that's something we can take a poll of, or you guys can take a poll of this week.
Okay. I can put one up.
Yeah, and then we
Yeah.
can make Wednesdays the expensive days if people want to play for prizing or something like that.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Magician, you want to do a poll?
Yeah, I can put a poll up tomorrow or Thursday, depending on how long I'm gonna have it up for. But yeah,
Okay.
it'll be ready to analyze on Friday.
Nice.
And so I think the three options would be like $5 pack per win, no pity pack or whatever, $10 no pity pack, and then whatever pricing, and then $15 pity pack, and top pod gets whatever pricing and stuff.
Hmm.
Because I'm cool with $5. I think a $5 entry is cool as long as the store gets a little something for hosting the event. Something to pay for
Yeah.
PG&E and whatever. Then yeah,
Yeah. The store needs to be taken care of at minimum. That's really the only thing I care about. It's
Yep.
fun to go for points and everything, but personally, I'm never going to be one of those top tournament grinders or anything. So
Or
I
maybe on the
enjoy
end of
the
the list.
I
Whoever it is.
enjoy the pity pack. I've got like a box of booster packs starting to fill up here from just the random pity packs and prizing and stuff.
nice. Well, yeah. So we look forward to everybody out there. Get ready. Please cast your vote so that your voice is heard. We
Mhm.
want to do what's best for the community so that we can keep getting these numbers out here, and so that everybody feels like their time is not being wasted as well.
Yeah, for sure. It's about you guys, everyone who's out there supporting, wanting to get better too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't want to gatekeep anybody.
Yep.
You guys liking any of these spoilers?
I've only kept up with a few of them. I'm liking the reprints more than the spoilers. OBM, Halfling, Mox Amber all seem like great, solid reprints.
Sure.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm pretty excited for the underwater set of the three. I think
Yeah.
it goes. I think it goes underwater set, and then the monsters versus mechs, Ikoria, Kamigawa, and then Zalfir.
Yeah, I believe that's how it goes. Ed's saying to consult the TOs too. Yeah, we'll absolutely consult the TOs because we need to know on their end what they need, how much entry they need to make it worth it. Maybe $5 doesn't make it worth it. Maybe it needs to be $7. Maybe it needs to be something else. So totally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about you guys?
you're not gonna win anymore.
Yeah,
Gonna
it's
put a
over.
stop to that.
Your win streak's done. Crystal's put an end to that, Ed. Subnautica Secret Lair, I'm down for it.
Yeah, I feel like that halfling reprint art is pretty terrible myself. I don't know about you guys.
I'm sure
Is it
there'll
just
be
like
other
watercolor
versions.
painting?
Looks I've got a message over here. Halfling looks like the fucking hunchback of Notre Dame. Diabolical reprint.
Damn.
Hell yeah.
What about
Uh,
you guys? Which one are you looking most forward to?
of those three sets, the water one,
Me too.
definitely,
Absolutely.
definitely.
I really like that
I'll be
movie Atlantis as a kid, the Disney
Oh
one.
yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, let's go.
I'll be curious to see what the Universes Beyond sets are for sure. Obviously, we have Star Trek coming up. Uh, have you guys heard what any rumors of anything else?
Yeah, I heard they're having an
Well,
Amazon crossover.
Amazon.
Jeff Bezos.
um, we're doing so we get Hobbit, Star Trek, and
I think there was like 3 others on the roadmap that were unannounced.
That's what I'm
oh yeah,
saying.
those
Yeah,
ones. Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know.
What are the predictions?
I don't know, but that lo-fi girl
Descriptions?
secret layer was so random and off the wall, and I
Yes,
fucking love
it's
it. And
so
it sucks
weird.
that they put shitty cards in it because I fucking love it.
Yeah, that should have been a Ristic study. That was a missed opportunity there.
Yeah,
But
I'm buying that. I'm buying
um,
that lo-fi set for sure.
yeah. Guys, this is kind of awkward, but I gotta run to the front door for a couple minutes, so I will
Uh-oh.
BRB.
His Paris baguette's
Okay.
here.
uh, so what about the water set? Or you said it was Atlantis
Yeah, I've always
that
been
that
super
got you
into
all
the
excited.
Atlantis myth and stuff like that, so I think it's really cool. I also think there's like crossover. Like I'm really into like Eldritch horror, Cthulhu stuff, and there's a lot of
Mm,
crossover between that and Atlantis, the myth and stuff like that. Um, yeah, I think there's obviously going to be like Chat saying there's obviously going to be another Marvel set because I got to get the rest of the stones in there. So
yeah.
they'll probably do something. I wonder if they're going to coincide it with the Doomsday, the Avengers Doomsday stuff, or what's going to go on with. Or no, Doomsday doesn't come out for a while, but maybe some
Well,
promotion at Comic Con or something.
yeah, because Doomsday comes out in December.
And they always have Comic Con stuff with Magic, so they always have like announcements and like promos and stuff like that. So I could see something like that happening.
Yeah, and we haven't really got like a dedicated like X-Men or X-Men set. So we've got X-Men that we can go through all of everything with that.
X-Men
For
would be sick. I would get
um
down with that.
what else?
But
What
I would
other
need
like
like Chris Claremont art, and then I would buy like all of the arts. Like I bought a bunch of the Spider-Man arts. Like I'd buy a bunch of the X-Men arts for sure.
and then we can do uh what else would be Marvel? Like I mean, there's a lot of like smaller groups, like obviously the Fantastic Four, which we already got, but like what is it, the Second Sons
Yeah,
and
yeah. There's a bunch of other stuff like that you're saying. Like yeah, like smaller
so,
groups. That's true.
so once we get through X-Men, it's like what big groups do we have left besides
For
the like
Marvel.
yeah, like we have X-Men, Avengers, and then what's big after that?
Star Wars. It's got to be Star Wars.
Well, my thought is, how are they going to finish the Infinity Stones? Because right now they've got
That's what we're saying
two
is
out of
like
six. Yeah.
because we've got the Marvel superheroes of like Avengers, and then we've gotten we're probably gonna get an X-Men set. So then it's like,
Yeah.
what after that though?
They should have made the
Mm,
stones a list, like the list cards. Like they should have just released them all at once, but you could only open them like the list cards where they're just like randomly scattered throughout packs of like all magic sets.
That'd be
interesting.
cool.
Yeah. That would be one way to do it. That'd be crazy chase cards there for sure.
Yeah, and then they wouldn't
Yeah,
have to force Marvel sets down our throats because 6
true.
Marvel sets is a lot.
Yeah, they'd be stretching by the time they got to the fifth and the sixth for sure.
Yeah.
I bet we're overlooking some stuff.
Yeah, and that's right. Another Friday of no Lucas. He moved to Portland. Rip. If you're out there, Lucas, we miss you.
Lucas.
Oh wait, sorry,
Oh,
Luca. My bad.
Luca. Okay,
I
I
was
was
reading
like,
Luca. I was reading Luca. Yeah, Lucas. Another Friday of no Lucas as well. Well, we still miss you too, Lucas. Come home,
Our
Bubble
bubble
Boy.
boy.
Yeah. But Comic-Con sounds dope, dude. We're stoked that you're going. Let us know. Like,
Yeah.
text us all the inside information as it's coming out. Go to the Magic panels.
No way is Ristic the bonus sheet in that drop. That'd be wild. I'm reading Dookie's comment here.
Oh, for the lo-fi.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Maybe.
That'd be
So did
wild.
they use that art?
They
Like
did use
that?
the art for careful
Okay,
study.
so then it probably won't be.
Yeah.
I think if they would have left that art out, then it would be a sure thing. But they already used the art. I don't think they could. I don't think they would.
There's too much hate on Ristic Study. They can't take that iconic art and slap Ristic Study on it. I think Careful Study is the
Careful way.
safer, yeah, the more careful bet.
So Talaria West in chat says, just out of curiosity, what was the reasoning behind not knowing the time of the extension at the 99? Is it to combat strategic slow play? Was just curious. Are you talking about the All Valley or the 99? But either way, that's how it is with all tournaments. Is you're not allowed to know the time. Yes, it is to combat slow play and to combat people trying to just like eat up the whole clock on their turns to force draws. You're not allowed to know the time that is left. You're allowed to look at your watch. You're allowed to take mental note, but you're not allowed to ask the judge. They will not tell you the time that is left.
Correct. Yeah. All knowledge of extra time is not allowed unless, yeah, like Cam said, you are keeping track somehow, but not through your phone.
Yes.
So you're not even supposed to have your phone on the table at all, huh?
Technically, no. It's not like a you can't. It's more like a please don't.
At least, or don't use it for those things. I'm absolutely in the habit because I just always have of having my phone on the table, and then because the time is there, like I'm definitely, pulling it up to see how much time is left on the round or overtime or whatever.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna
we
have
had
to
a
break
big
that
issue with
habit.
that at the atrium.
Yes, I remember that. I remember you talking about that.
Yeah. So anything and everything we can do to avoid any outside assistance, cheating, or likewise, we're gonna do that.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know. Was there anything else you guys wanted to touch on this week?
Nah, I gotta figure out my new deck.
Yeah. It feels like a slow week in the Magic news world,
Mm-hmm.
aside
Yeah.
from spoilers and whatnot, which we all touched on.
Yeah,
Spoilers are gonna keep rolling though for sure.
Yeah.
as far as I know, yeah, that's kind of everything.
Alrighty, fellas.
All right. Well, that's all we got. So thanks to everyone who joined us live here tonight. Make sure that you guys tune in with us every Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific time here at youtube.com/InResponseMTG25 for the live show. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on our Instagram, YouTube, and follow us wherever you get your podcasts. Shout out to our sponsors, Clovis Cards and Comics, and shout out to our Patreons, Tack G and Thomas G, aka Roommate. We appreciate all the support and thank you all so much. Until next time, stay magical.